My name is Mick Cox. I am an outside sales rep for Sunbelt Rentals, and I proudly served the United States Marine Corps for 4 years. The thing that most inspired me to join the military was try to fight for people that couldn't fight for themselves, and just looking to get some discipline and a sense of direction as a young kid. First deployment was a deployment to Somalia, followed by 6 months later a second one, and in between the two tours of Somalia I did one deployment to Haiti.
Hi, I'm Sean Perseo, Sunbelt Rentals Ambassador Outreach Programs, United States Marine Corps, 4 years. First major deployment was to Desert Storm. I went to the first original version, Persian Gulf. So I was there about 6 months in country. I was just coming back from deployment, Desert Storm. Got sent from my unit to a 2-4MU deployable unit on ship and reported in there, and that's where I get to meet this fine specimen.
It all began there.
Yes. When you're in some of the countries that we deployed to where you see some pretty awful things, and you find ways to escape that, and you do it together and you get through it together, and you miss your families together, your kids together.
When Sean went back to Pennsylvania, I went to Florida, we kind of lost contact for a little bit. I think the first couple of years you're glad to be away from everything. It's almost like taking a break, take a little vacation, but then a part of you wants to kind of reconnect with guys that you went through some pretty tough experiences with.
Those are the guys you stay in touch with. They watch your back. They're the ones that make sure you're going to go home to your family, and it's that brotherhood that you hold on to the most. You lean on each other, and that's continued over for almost 30 years.
I think the biggest accomplishment in my time at the Marine Corps was kind of understanding that nothing's given to you in life, that you have to earn it. And I feel that although you're basically a kid when you enter, you're darn sure a man when you get out. I think with your careers, with life, with families, things are constantly changing, and it just gives you that ability to weather the storm and not give up.
I was there when his son was born, his oldest. Got to see his other 2 children, grow up. All 3 of them became great people. But I think it's probably greatest attribute to see him grow as a father.
And I think, when you go through bad times, i.e. divorces, challenges and stuff in life, is, I look at that and I look at the fact that, despite everything else, Sean and myself, I've always put our kids first, and I think that's an unselfish quality that you have to have. What brought me to Sunbelt was it's sort of a strange time. I started out for a brief time in the rental industry with a competitor, didn't care for it much, and wound up going to work for an excavator manufacturer and several dealers, which I enjoyed very much.
And I knew he made a good amount of money, so we were laughing and joking around. I said, hey, can you get me in? And so I rode with him. A headhunter called him from Sunbelt. He said, I'm good with my job, but sitting with a guy looking to break into the industry, so gave me the phone, set up the interview, and got hired into Sunbelt. A ride-along fluke turned into my career path.
You got to return the favor, 9 years later?
Yeah, because the market slowed down. I got a hold of Mick and said, hey, love to have you at Sunbelt with all the knowledge you have. So I kind of paid it forward and brought him back. My current role is Ambassador of Outreach Programs. Do a lot of affiliation with the Gary Sinise Foundation, the partnership of Sunbelts with the foundation, and also every facet of anything really pertains to the military through involvement of our company directly or indirectly.
I think it's great that they not only go after veterans for employment, but they also support veterans, much like with all the efforts that are put forth to the Gary Sinise Foundation. And it feels good to go to work every day knowing that your company, supports the things that you did when you went and defended your country. We've had our disagreements as brothers, and we've had our disagreements as co-workers. And at the end of the day, just like in the Marine Corps, you have to respect the rank. And
I usually outranked him in the military and at Sunbelt.
Yes.
So. All right, that's it.
That's all we can do.
Man.
You guys want to hug on camera?
No, no.